All right, what's up? What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. Check out my podcast, Family Restful Revelations, on Spotify and Apple. I see abuse of generosity. I see debt. I see power dynamics, fake charity, selfishness, poor financial decisions. So there's someone, I'm focusing on fake charity. So there's someone who has a non-profit, but it's fake. What do I mean by it's fake? It's something to launder money, okay? Someone's using a non-profit for money laundering or something. Someone's like, how the hell do you do that? I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I see Taurus in reverse. Okay, so this could be a Taurus, May 1st to May 10th. All right, this person's birthday could fall in between those days. Something could have happened on May 1st to May 10th on those days. Okay, whoever this is not grounded. Whoever this is put some money into something and is not seeing a return, not going to see a return, not going to see a profit. All right, whoever this is it says be real. Be real. Enough. No more hiding yourself. All right, so whoever this is not being real. Okay, if this is not a Taurus, then whoever I'm speaking to, you are a Taurus, and there's someone that you may have gave money to, something or someone. I see the Libra scales. All right, so this could be some type of charity you've been giving money to for when it comes to taxes and things like that. So your taxes. Okay, let me get it together. Like when you donate money to charity, so the taxes, so you won't have to pay, that much in taxes. Okay, so I see, whoever I'm speaking to, you donating money to some type of charity, but something's, fishy about this charity. All right, I'm picking up, you need to stop donating money to this charity. Okay, whoever you are, stop donating money to this charity because this money is not going where it needs to go. Either you already know this money is not going where it's supposed to go, or you don't know this money is not going where it's supposed to go. However, you need to stop. Yeah, by the back of my head, I had a little. Okay, moving right along. Yeah, so yeah, do not, continue to donate money to this charity, all right, because that's gonna mess you up, and it's gonna affect your honesty. Okay, it's gonna affect your honesty. It's gonna affect your business and how you are being viewed. Because if you keep dealing with this charity, you're going to be viewed as a liar. You're going to be, again, May 1st to May 10th. So you're going to be viewed as a liar. You're going to be viewed as a scammer. You're going to be viewed as something, because something about being viewed is significant about this situation. Okay? Heartburn. Okay, yeah, let me put that over there. All right, something about food. Something about a van when it comes to this charity. A van could be involved, food could be involved, or something. They could be like it could be a van that pulls up on the homeless and hops out, and this could be food or this could be medical. They could help with medical and things like that. Something, yeah, but it's given very much so either something is a scam, or the money that you've been given to the situation, you're not, it's not going to where you think it's going to. Also, for someone else, it's like you were giving money to someone that was lying on you. Whoever you were giving money to, you were giving a whole lot of money to someone, and somebody was lying, saying you wasn't giving them no money. Or it's two people who've been lying. Two people you've been giving money to, or two people you stopped giving money to, stop doing things for, and then they're telling secrets about you. They're telling people things that you told them, because they're mad because you're no longer giving to them, you're no longer supporting them, you're no longer, you're no longer with the shenanigans. Something about kids. You could have been helping somebody with their kids. Okay. Yes, someone is about to get recognized. On the other hand, there is a recognition taking place for someone, something about results. All right, so you could have been giving money to someone, when it comes to children, and you could have thought that this was your child, or that these ain't your kids, and you was just giving money just to help somebody with their kids and things like that. And I see you stopped giving money to this person. All right, but this person is running their mouth about you, and something you told them, some type of, compassionate conversation y'all had. This person is speaking about you behind your back because you're no longer giving them money. This could be a teenager. This could be a kid, okay? All right. So anyway, something about alcohol is significant. Make sure you're paying attention to your cups, leaving your cups around, and then kids going and go sipping on your cup or whatever the fuck. I don't think it's cool to give kids alcohol to get them to go to sleep. Give them a little shot, because I know people used to do that shit back in the day. Give a kid a little shot to put them to sleep. I don't think that's cool. There may be somebody that's doing that, giving kid. This could be on accident. Someone leaving their cup around and the kid is drinking and there's alcohol in the cup. Someone could be doing this on accident, or someone could be doing this purposely to get their child to go to sleep, because all the melatonin, the excessive amount of melatonin that they're giving their kid is not working anymore, because you keep giving anybody the same medication, the same dosage or whatever the fuck. You keep giving them the same thing over and over again, then they're going to be immune to it. So now whoever this is has went to leaving their alcohol in their cup. All right, this could be a wine glass, this could be a beer, some type of mug, something, but leaving their shit around so their kid can. And whoever this is has been doing this since this kid, I know this went left, but I gotta pick up the energy. Whoever this is has been doing this since this kid was 6 years old. This boy could be 5 to 6 years old. I see people around, laughing and shit, thinking the shit is funny to see a young child, tipsy off of something that they left because they wanted to party. Because that's what I see. A bunch of adults partying, leaving alcohol out, and a little child getting the alcohol. I see that right here. And I see this child screaming, and now this child is, in teen years, and now the child is crying for help. All right? Now the child is crying for help. Okay? Because of the abuse that the child endured when the child was around 4 to 6 years old. Parents or whoever these people, guardians, wanting to kick it, wanting the child to go to sleep, so they freaking give them alcohol. And then he accidentally drunk the cup. Oh, but it was no accident. You knew the child drinks your drinks, so you left that shit there on purpose so the child could grab the drink, because you wanted the child to lay down, because you wanted to kick it with your friends. All right, and that's what I see happening right here. Okay, so I see that as well. All right, so the first energy is whoever I'm speaking to. You could be a Taurus or whatever. I see Taurus in reverse, but I also see someone, no longer giving out money. All right, no longer giving money. Again, you could have been giving money to a charity. All right, I'm really picking up on a charity, something about money laundering, something about the money ain't going where you think it's going, and you're going to be looked at as a liar, and your business is going to be, being investigated by the IRS because you're donating to this charity that's not really a charity. Someone's like, how does that work? I don't know. I'm not the IRS, but I do see that down here. All right, someone giving money to a charity but not really giving it to a charity. Either you know that this is not a charity and you need to stop doing this, all right? All right, or you don't know that this isn't a charity and you still need to stop doing this. Okay, also I see another energy that was giving money to a group of people. Okay, and the group of people, have your name in their mouth because you're no longer giving them money. All right, whoever these people are, you're standing, they're sitting down. So they were sitting down, collecting the money from you. All right, what's that 2 Chainz song? I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. So that's what it's giving. Whoever these was, he said, Shawty asking me for money, need to get off her ass. I ain't going for that. So whoever this is, all right, somebody could be from Atlanta or whatever. Somebody could have locks, okay? Somebody could have a podcast. Someone could have a son. Halo could be significant. However, I just see a halo could be significant. However, I just see someone is no longer given to a situation. All right, no longer giving money to something. All right, there's also someone on the other hand no longer giving money to an unruly child. All right, but then closing this energy up, I do see child who is going through all types of, complications in their, in their teen years because of their parents, because their parents used to give them alcohol on purpose to get them to go to sleep because the melatonin wasn't doing enough. Also, this parent used to leave their kid at home by themselves, okay, and tell them don't open the door for anybody. Make sure you don't open the door for anybody while I'm out partying and kicking it. Just make sure you don't open the door. Whoever this child is was not old enough to stay at home by themselves, but they were still left at home by themselves, so their parent could go get drunk and sleep around, because that's what was going on. Their parent was getting drunk and sleeping around and left them home by themselves. All right, all right, but before that situation happened, the parent was leaving alcohol so the kid could get it. Oops, oh my God, oops. Ain't no oops. You knew what you were fucking doing from the get-go. You knew what you were doing. Okay, and now you're crying for help because your child is out of control, as you say. I don't know why my child is out of control. Well, you were giving your child alcohol, okay, at the tender age of 4 to 6 years old. All right, then you were leaving your child at home by his or herself, all right, while you were out kicking it, okay? What do you think that did to your child's mental state? What do you think that shit did? Whoever this is, all right, this is what I'm picking up on, okay? So I'm picking up on. So anyway, knowledge. This is the truth. Show compassion to this situation. All right, this child may approach you. This child could go to your school. You could be a teacher, or this child. You could be a mentor. Or you could be a barber. All right, pay attention to this child. All right, you could be a barber and you see this child and you say, "Hey, you want me to cut your hair? Just cut your hair, just because." All right, you see this child, you cut their hair just because. All right, and this, the conversation may, lead to something deeper. Okay, this child may vent to you about what happened to them, and when they were probably not when they were in their 3s or 4s, because they may not remember that they were that their parents were getting them drunk. Okay, so they could kick it. They may not remember that. However, you know what I'm saying, right now, they're going to remember their child telling them not to open the door for anyone while they're out kicking it and partying. They're going to remember that. Okay, so you may run across this child. All right, show some compassion and wisdom. And, an unknown, I can't even talk. Upset a little bit. An unknown journey is calling you, and it requires new knowledge and skills. The universe always responds to those who seek wisdom. This child is seeking the wise words of a mentor. You may end up becoming this child's mentor after you hear and after you just start cutting. Again, this could be you cutting someone's hair. Someone could have long hair, long shaggy hair or something like that, and then you cut it. All right, I see you being very compassionate. You meeting this child and you're very compassionate. You're very concerned about the upkeep of the child. Again, this child is like in the teens now. So whoever I'm speaking to, you're very concerned about the upkeep of the child. Again, you could be a barber. And then, but a wise barber. You feel me? Because most hairstylists, most cosmetologists, most nail techs, most people who are of service, they are also freaking, get it how you live. They're also freaking, counselors, man. The counselor go get their hair cut and be talking to the barber about everything that's going on in the counselor session. So understand that you're way more than just you're wise, whoever you are. this barber, whoever I'm speaking to, you could be a barber, but or not. You're just a teacher, and you see someone that needs some help, a child, and you lead with compassion. All right, because this child needs a lot of compassion at this time, because this child has been very, very much so neglected, and this child wants to speak. This child wants to be honest. Okay, this child wants to be real. This child wants to be recognized. All right, yeah, this child wants to be recognized. So when you approach this child, this knowledge, this wise man that's going to approach this child that wants to be recognized, all right, and that wants to be honest, and that wants to speak up, because they got so much on their shoulder. Okay, the child got so much on their shoulder, started from here drinking and then went to here. All right, so the child has grown, all right, has a lot on their shoulder, and they need some compassion, they need some love, they need some wisdom, they need some warmth. So a hug would be very much so needed in this situation with this child. Upon approaching this child, you may not be able to just hug the child. Again, lead with compassion, you feel me? Lead with compassion. And, everything's going to work out, all right? Art of attraction, yeah. And this relationship, it may be something both of you guys need. All right. Whoever I'm speaking to, you could be someone who always wanted a child. I could be, again, talking to a male. You could have always wanted a child. Not saying for you to adopt or take this child in. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is somebody's going to meet a child that has been, abused. Okay. Misused, neglected, just unheard, fed, things, that the child, and seeing things that a child should not have to endure. I know that you will be coming in contact with this child. All right. And again, you can be this child's teacher. You could already be a teacher and notice this. All right. I'm talking to a male. I feel like you could already be a teacher and notice this child's upkeep, and then yeah, but I see art of attraction, theory. All right. Theology. The universe encourages you not to hide your light. Don't hide your light. Use confidence and boldness to gain the upper hand in social settings. All right. So this child may be acting out in your classroom. Okay. I see this child being loud. I see this child screaming and things like that. This child may be acting out. This child needs a hug. This child needs some compassion. And you're thinking, what is going on with this child? I know it's more than what, more than what meets the eye. You feel me? I know it's something deeper going on. All right. And there you go. Step boldly, family. And then you step boldly. You go in with compassion. This child could really be unruly, and you be like, damn, I'm tired of this shit. You feel me? Every time sometimes you might want to call into work because you like, this badass child is running around screaming and da-da-da-da-da. But understand the energy. You know that there's something behind the movement of this child. I see you going in, being compassionate. I see step boldly, family, and I see this child going to open up. All right. And then you're going to be courageous. All right. So anyway, and yeah, so whoever I'm speaking to, you could be a mentor, you could be a teacher or whatever, or a barber, or you could be all of the above. I just know that there's a child out here who is coming that needs some compassion and love and a hug. Okay, a big brother. Okay, is what this is, family. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Again, for the first, I'm gonna remind the first person to stop donating to this charity. All right, you keep donating to this charity, then the IRS is gonna be sniffing you out. They're gonna be looking for you.